Hello and welcome back to this week's drawing. And you guys again on Instagram, you voted for this picture, and the votes were between Despicable Me, Incredibles, or Farscape for the first vote. And for the second, we had Family Day Out, or Super Pose, or Mutant Hell. And for the third vote, we had Dawn, and Midday, and Midnight for the time of day. You have chosen The Incredibles, you chose Family Day Out, and you also chose Midday. We've got those pictures, and that was drew yesterday. As you can see, it's horrendous, but it's not bad for just a one day when I do some drawing. It is daily, as on Monday I'll do a sketch from either something you've picked or something that I've got a theme going throughout the month. This month is all to do with what you vote for. And it's basically giving me a challenge and giving you something that you guys do want to watch. So we've got all of that voted done, all the paper version. This is what you can see here. Today I'm going to be going over it with making construction lines, colouring it in with some decent colours, and getting it looking a lot better, hopefully, because we can digitise things. When I'm sketching things, when I draw things on paper, I generally give up after a certain point because it's only a certain stretch my talents will take me. But when I digitize, things look a lot better for me. Again, still kind of learning what things do, how things are. A lot of things I already know. I look at tools down here in the bottom right. I kind of know which one's my favorite now. And obviously the side tools on the left, which you can see here, there are really difficult. But it took me a while to get used to the ones that I like using, the ones that I need to use. And some of these I'm like, well, how do they do? So I leave them alone. We've got the colouring, and we've got the layer stuff on the right side. Opacity. Watch all areas where my mouse will disappear to as I go around, and enjoy the stream today. I will be listening to some Incredibles audiobooks. So if you want to just listen to the story and watch this in the background while you do either your homework, or if you're doing some masonry or something, put it in the background, guys. Listen to the stories or enjoy the art. Skip to the end if you want to see some links to other projects that were stretched out throughout the week, or enjoy yourself. And there you go. My name's Blut084, BLUT084 Art and Games. I'm here every single day on YouTube, occasionally on Mixer, but every day and night over on Instagram. If you want to leave me a comment, because we are live, please feel free to, but if I don't see it straight away, I do apologise. And if you've left a comment down below, I'll respond to that as soon as humanly possible.
The Incredibles. Mr. Incredible was a super, a hero with special powers. His greatest fan was a boy named Buddy. Buddy wanted to be a super too. He invented rocket boots that allowed him to fly. He even asked Mr. Incredible if he could be his sidekick. But Mr. Incredible told Buddy that fancy boots didn't make someone a super. Supers were born, not made. Mr. Incredible married a super named Elastigirl. She could stretch into any shape. One day, Mr. Incredible saved someone who did not want to be saved. Mr. Incredible was sued. Soon, lots of people were suing supers. The government told the supers not to use their powers anymore. They had to go into hiding and live like normal people in the super relocation program. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl became Bob and Helen Parr. They lived in the suburbs and had 3 kids, Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack. They tried their best to be normal, but it was difficult. Violet could generate force fields and turn invisible. Dash had super speed. Only little Jack Jack didn't seem to have any powers. Bob missed saving people. So did his friend Lucius. He had once been a super named Frozone. One night, Bob and Lucius saved some people from a fire. The next day, a woman named Mirage contacted Bob. She knew he was a super and offered him a secret mission. Bob knew this was his chance to make a difference. He told Helen he had a business trip and then got on a plane with Mirage. The two flew to a secret island. Mirage told Bob that the government had lost control of a robot called the Omnidroid. Every moment you spend fighting it only increases its knowledge of how to beat you, Mirage said. Mr. Incredible used all of his strength against the Omnidroid. At last, he tricked it into defeating itself.
I just wanted to get the lines, because what
when Mr. Incredible went home, he felt like a new man. He even had his friend Edna Mode design a new super suit for him.
The ink lines, and then
soon, Mirage contacted Mr. Incredible again. She had another mission for him. But when Mr. Incredible arrived, he learned that Mirage was not all she seemed. Her boss was Buddy, the boy who had wanted to be Mr. Incredible's sidekick. He was all grown up and went by the name Syndrome. Syndrome had invented the Omnidroid to make himself more powerful. He tried to capture Mr. Incredible, but the super escaped. In an underwater cave, Mr. Incredible found the remains of Gazerbeam, a super who had died battling the Omnidroid. Mr. Incredible knew he had to stop Buddy. Back at home, Helen began to suspect that Bob was up to something. She went to visit Edna Mode. Edna was thrilled to see Helen. She'd had so much fun making Bob's new suit that she'd made one for Helen, too. In fact, she had made new suits for the whole family. Each suit came with a homing device for handy tracking. Helen put on her super suit and activated Bob's homing device. As she flew toward the homing signal, she discovered that Dash and Violet had stowed away with her. Just then, a missile hit the plane they were flying on. The plane went down and landed in the ocean. Elastigirl shaped herself into a boat, and Dash used his super speed to power them toward the island where Bob was in trouble. Back on the island, Syndrome had captured Mr. Incredible. From his prison cell, Mr. Incredible listened to the attack on his family. Desperate, Mr. Incredible grabbed Mirage. "Release me now, or I'll crush her," he said. But Syndrome did not care. He knew that Mr. Incredible would never hurt anyone, no matter how upset he was. Meanwhile, Mr. Incredible's family arrived on the island. Elastigirl brought the children to a cave. She told them to stay put and then left to find their father. Suddenly, a huge ball of fire filled the cave. Dash and Violet fled. The fire was the rocket exhaust from Syndrome's base. He had launched his Omnidroid toward the city. Elastigirl found her husband inside Syndrome's headquarters. Mirage was angry that Syndrome had been willing to let Mr. Incredible hurt her. Realizing how evil Syndrome was, she let Mr. Incredible go. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl raced to Violet and Dash, who had been surrounded by Syndrome's guards. Together, the family fought off the henchmen. Just then, Syndrome arrived. He used an Immoba ray to freeze the supers. Then he flew off to the city, where his Omnidroid was already wreaking havoc. He planned to defeat the robot in front of the whole city. Then everyone would think he was a hero. Violet used a force field to break the Immoba ray's hold on her. She freed the rest of her family, and they flew to the city. When they arrived, the Omnidroid was destroying everything. Syndrome tried to use a remote control to stop it, but the robot had become too powerful. It knocked Syndrome out. It was up to the supers to save the day. Individually, they were awesome. As a team, they were unstoppable. Their old friend Frozone showed up, and together they defeated the Omnidroid. The people of the city cheered, glad that the supers had returned. When the Incredibles got home, Syndrome was flying above their house with Jack Jack. Suddenly, the baby turned into a little monster. The villain dropped him. As he fell, Jack Jack pulled off part of Syndrome's rocket boot. The villain plummeted to the ground, gone forever. Mr. Incredible threw Elastigirl into the air. She caught Jack Jack and brought him safely back to the ground. With the danger in the city over, the Incredibles returned to their undercover life. But fitting in was just a little easier now. Violet was more confident, and Dash was able to use his super speed on the track team. Life was back to normal for the Incredibles. But they were always ready to use their powers to keep the world safe as a family.
Sorry about that. So a second book. Or a load of adverts. One of the two is good.
The Incredibles face their biggest challenge yet, stopping a criminal mastermind and convincing a wary public that supers should be legal again. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it's time to turn the page when you hear this sound.
No need to turn the page, guys.
Let's begin now.
Just another story audiobooks.
Lucifer is under attack. The diabolical villain known as the Underminer is using a gigantic tunneler to dig under a full city block. When the buildings collapsed, the Underminer cleaned out all the bank vaults on that street. Mr. Incredible tried to stop him, but the Underminer escaped. The out-of-control tunneler then exploded through the surface and hit the monorail tracks. In an instant, Frozone formed an ice bridge to redirect the train and save the passengers. Elastigirl jumped on the tunneler and opened the hatch. We have to stop this thing before it gets to the overpass! As she climbed inside, Mr. Incredible had a terrible realization.
It's headed for City Hall!
The supers worked fast to knock out the tunneler's engine. The machine lurched and ground to a halt on the steps of City Hall, just inches from the door. The Incredibles thought the police would thank them for trying to stop the Underminer, but instead, they were blamed for causing all the damage. Mr. Incredible couldn't believe what he was hearing.
We didn't start this fight!
That was true, but the police were mad that the Underminer had gotten away and the city was a wreck. If the supers had captured the villain, things would be different. Elastigirl sighed.
So you support us as long as we win?
The officer shook his head. The police did not and would not officially support supers. The Incredibles' friend, Agent Rick Dicker, dropped the Parr family off at a motel. He said the government program that protected the supers was being shut down. The agency would cover the motel room for 2 weeks, but after that, the Parrs would be on their own. No longer superheroes, Helen and Bob were out of work. But their friend Lucius, the super known as Frozone, said he'd met a business tycoon who wanted to help supers become legal again. The three friends went to see Winston Dever, the head of a high-tech company called DevTech. He had a personal reason for wanting to help them. His parents died as a result of a robbery, and he thought supers could have stopped it.
If we want to change people's perceptions about superheroes, we need you to share your perceptions with the world.
Elastigirl was puzzled. How do we do that? Winston's tech genius sister Evelyn explained that a tiny camera sewn into each supersuit would stream their heroic acts to screens everywhere. Winston grinned.
You just be super and we'll get the public on your side, and we won't stop until you're all legal again.
Everybody loved the idea. Winston wanted Elastigirl to go on the first mission. Mr. Incredible was disappointed, but he was happy for Elastigirl.
You'll be great. I'll watch the kids, no problem. Easy.
Winston arranged for the Parr family to move into one of his lavish homes. The house was amazing, but Violet thought it was over the top.
Good thing we won't stand out. Wouldn't want to attract any unnecessary attention.
Dash, on the other hand, thought it was paradise.
It's got a vineyard! Near a forest! And a pool!
Meanwhile, Helen found a gift basket in her bedroom with a note from Evelyn and a new super suit. The note said there was an accessory to her suit in the garage. It was a jet-powered, all-electric elasticycle. Helen hopped on the super bike, ready for action.
You will be great.
I will be great, and you will too.
Elastigirl smiled and opened the throttle. After only one day of parenting on his own, Bob was frazzled. The kids had endless demands. First, Violet was getting ready to go on a movie date, and Bob insisted on a curfew.
I want you back here by 10:30.
11-ish?
10-ish, heading for 9:30-ish.
10:30-ish it is.
Then Jack needed a bedtime story to help him fall asleep.
In the county of Nana, the scrubbers, the freak, are all giving in to the sweet sucker of sleep.
It worked. Bob put Jack in his crib and was ready to nod off himself. But Dash needed help with his homework. Bob was stumped.
Why would they change math? Math is math.
It's okay, Dad. I'll just wait for Mom to get back.
Elastigirl was busy waiting for crime in a dark alleyway. The Elasticycle had a built-in police scanner so she could react quickly to any crimes being committed. While she waited, Elastigirl watched the mayor of New Urban dedicate a new super-fast hover train. After the ribbon-cutting ceremony, the train rose up off the tracks and raced out of the station backward. Elastigirl took off after the train, pushing her Elasticycle to well over 200 miles per hour. Her suit cam broadcast everything in real time. She jumped onto the roof of the train, made her way inside, and quickly found the train's brake. The train stopped just seconds from total disaster. Elastigirl checked on the passengers.
Is everybody all right? Is anybody injured?
Luckily, the guests were unhurt. Elastigirl rushed to the crew cab, where she discovered the train's engineer had no idea what had happened. It was like he had been in a trance. Oddly, a message for Elastigirl popped up on the train's control panel. Welcome back, Elastigirl. The screenslaver. Later that night, after putting Jack into his crib, Bob sat on the couch and fell right to sleep. As he snoozed, the baby came downstairs and roamed around the house. Jack heard a noise coming from outside. Through the patio door, he could see a raccoon raiding the family garbage can. It looked like the animal was wearing a mask, like a robber. Without hesitation, Jack passed right through the glass door and challenged the raccoon. The critter lunged at Jack. The baby fought back by shooting laser beams out of his eyes. The raccoon dodged every blast. Suddenly, Jack multiplied and surrounded the pest. Bob woke up to all the commotion and ran outside. He was astounded and proud.
You have powers! Yeah, baby! And there's not a scratch on you!
Meanwhile, the heroic story of how Elastigirl stopped the runaway train was all over the news. Winston set up a television interview, and now she was being interviewed by the famous TV anchorman, Chad Bridley. But seconds into the program, the newsman's teleprompter was taken over by hypnotic light patterns. Bridley began reading new text off the prompter like a robot. Someone was speaking through him. The message warned the TV audience that they could easily be entranced and controlled through any screen. Behind it all was an evil genius who called himself the Screenslaver. To prove his power, the Screenslaver said he would bring down a helicopter that was flying over the city with a foreign ambassador on board. Elastigirl sprang into action. She ran, jumped, stretched, and swung across the city skyline until she reached the ambassador's helicopter.
Ambassador, we're too low on the parachute. We're gonna have to slingshot. Hang on, trust me.
Elastigirl quickly grabbed the ambassador, just before another helicopter sliced through the chopper in midair. She brought everyone safely to the ground. Elastigirl was a hero, and Winston was thrilled. It was time to push for making supers legal.
We're gonna have and supers from all over the world.
Elastigirl was glad things were going well, but something was bothering her.
I didn't get him. Screenslaver's still out there.
She told Evelyn she had a plan to capture the villain by tracking his broadcast signal. She just needed a device that could do it. Evelyn said she'd help create a new tech contraption to help. During Elastigirl's next interview with Chad Brentley, the Screenslaver cut in again. As he rambled on, Elastigirl tracked the signal and found his lair. Suddenly, Screenslaver came through the door. Elastigirl tried to take off his flickering goggles, but the Screenslaver escaped. He ran onto the roof and jumped. Elastigirl stretched herself into a parachute and held on to him as they fell. As they floated to the ground, the building exploded. Elastigirl pulled off her captor's mask. The young man behind it said he had no idea what had just happened. Back at home, Bob was near his breaking point. He'd tried to make Violet feel better after her date stood her up, but he only made things worse. Dash's math homework kept getting harder instead of easier. And there seemed to be no end to Jack-Jack's emerging powers, including turning into a shark-toothed monster. And sleep? Bob hadn't had any. Edna agreed to babysit Jack-Jack for the night. She was fascinated by the baby's powers. When Bob got back to the house,
Used to knowing what the right thing to do is, but now I'm not sure anymore. I just want to be a good dad.
Violet wrapped her arms around.
Sorry about that, guys. My tablet's connected to my Instagram. I'm getting
Bob
messages over
grinned
there, so
and
thank
fell
you
right
very
to
much for
sleep.
those.
17 hours later,
whoops.
he felt like himself again. A party celebrating Elastigirl's success was in full swing. In a few hours, world leaders were going to legalize supers at a ceremony aboard the DevTech yacht. While everyone cheered, Elastigirl watched slow-motion video of the Screenslaver's lair, shot from her suit cam. Something wasn't right. She found the editing room and took a closer look at the footage. Not long after, Evelyn joined her.
Look at that. One of Screenslaver's monitors is tuned into my suit cam. Isn't the suit cam closed circuit?
Evelyn said it was.
Maybe he hacked it? Maybe he wanted you to find it.
Still, things weren't adding up. It was too easy.
Wait. All Screenslaver needs to do to hypnotize someone is get a screen in front of their eyes.
Elastigirl looked at the hypno-goggles she pulled off the Screenslaver. Many screens were built into the lenses. The guy she captured wasn't the Screenslaver. He was being controlled by the Screenslaver.
You are good.
Evelyn quickly put the hypno-goggles over Elastigirl's eyes. Hypnotic lights flashed, and instantly, Elastigirl was thrust into a trance. When the hypno-goggles stopped flashing, Elastigirl regained her senses. She tried to move, but it was painful. Evelyn had locked her in a sub-zero computer room to keep Elastigirl from using her power. It was so cold that if she tried to stretch, she'd break.
Elastigirl glared at Evelyn. So you're the screenslaver. I counted on you. She asked why Evelyn betrayed her and Winston. Evelyn believed the public, including her own family, was better off without supers. Elastigirl knew she was in danger. Are you going to kill me? Evelyn smirked and said no. She wanted to use her instead. With control of Elastigirl, Evelyn would make supers illegal forever. The hypno goggles lit up, and Elastigirl was once again under the screenslaver's control. With Elastigirl neutralized, Evelyn set about capturing the rest of the Incredibles. She phoned Bob and lured him to the DevTech yacht by telling him Elastigirl was in trouble.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Bob called Frozone to watch the kids and sped off. Minutes later, 6 supers wearing hypno goggles showed up to take the kids to DevTech. They were under the screenslaver's control, too. Luckily, Frozone arrived and quickly blocked the door with a wall of ice. But the hypnotized supers broke through and went after Dash and Violet.
What's going on? Run!
Violet used a force field as they ran for Frozone's car. But a super named Reflux blocked their path with lava, and another crushed the vehicle. The fight continued in the house until suddenly the Incredible burst through the living room. Dash had summoned it with the remote. The kids escaped just as the supers overtook Frozone and slapped a pair of hypno goggles over his eyes. They were taking him to Evelyn Dever. When Mr. Incredible arrived at the ship, Evelyn made Elastigirl put hypno goggles on him, too. With Elastigirl, Frozone, and Mr. Incredible now under her control, Evelyn commanded the hypnotized trio to steer the boat toward land and smash the controls. The ship was on course to crash into the city. Luckily, the kids had ordered the Incredible to take them to the DevTech ship so they could help their parents. When they found them, Jack floated over to Elastigirl and removed her hypno goggles. Realizing what had happened, Elastigirl took the goggles off Mr. Incredible and Frozone.
Evelyn Dever controls the screenslaver, and until a second ago, us.
Evelyn watched the scene unfold from her control room. She commanded the hypnotized supers to attack. While Mr. Incredible and a super named Brick threw punches, another super named Void opened a vortex in front of Elastigirl. But she reached through it and pulled off Void's hypno goggles. One super shot electricity at Violet. But Jack snuck up on him and ripped off his goggles too. Soon, all the supers were released from the screenslaver's control. The ship was still headed for destruction, and Evelyn was trying to escape in a jet. Void opened a portal for Elastigirl and transported her into the cockpit. Evelyn made the jet climb, dive, and spin to try and throw Elastigirl from the plane, but her plan backfired. Elastigirl took control of the jet and directed it to hit one of the ship's hydrofoils. Right before impact, she grabbed Evelyn and ejected out of the plane. With Void's help, they landed on the deck of the ship. The Incredibles gave up trying to slow the ship down. Their only hope was to turn the boat away from the city. Mr. Incredible knew what he needed to do.
Dash! I am going to the rudder. Once I turn the ship, you hit the pull-up button.
Okay, Dad, got it!
Mr. Incredible used every ounce of his strength to turn the jammed rudder. When Dash brought Mr. Incredible back to the surface, he was gasping for air. At the same time, Frozone created a wall of ice between the ship and the city. With moments to spare, the ship came to a stop before hitting the Municipal waterfront. Everyone on board was safe. And at last, the real screenslaver was in custody. Greeted as heroes by the city's grateful citizens, the supers finally achieved their goal. A judge thanked them for their extraordinary service
and fully restored the legal status of superheroes. The supers cheered. Elastigirl put her arms around Mr. Incredible and Frozone and smiled. You guys got the next shift. I'm beat.
Okay, so that concludes all the stories that we've got so far. I'm not sure what else we've got. We're not going to have no one. That's not anything to do with what we're doing. See if there's any screen around here. Okay, so we've got some comic books. It looks like hopefully they'll be read out to us. We'll have those. Cool.
Incredibles 2. Heroes at Home. A Disney Pixar comic book. Violet Parr. Violet is the oldest of the three Parr children. 14 years old, she is intelligent, sarcastic, and a little socially awkward. But she isn't afraid to speak her mind. Violet has two superpowers. She can become invisible and create force fields. Dashiell Parr. Dash is the middle child in the Parr family. 10 years old, he is adventurous, curious, competitive, and a little bit of a show-off. Dash has the power of super speed, and he doesn't want to hold back using it. Jack Parr. Jack is a typical toddler, at least as far as the rest of the Parr family is aware. He talks baby talk, makes messes at mealtime, and gets into things he shouldn't. But Jack actually has an array of hidden superpowers. The supermarket. We can't forget the milk. Good thing you remember this stuff. That's me, remembering stuff, girl. I wish we could just use our powers. Where is everyone? Maybe they closed early. Dum, dum, dum. What's that? Construction? Something breaking? Let's go look. No, we need to stay out of it. But we're the only ones here. We have to keep our powers a secret. Crash! That sounds dangerous. Someone could be hurt. Let's just look. Please? Okay, but we're just looking. Unless we need to help. The hole is deep enough. Help me set up this shield. I can't see anyone. This is weird. I'll run out and take a look. It'll be safer if I go invisible. You can't. You're wearing regular. You wear your suit under your clothes? Shh. Yes. Okay. I do too. So embarrassing. What if we get caught? We won't. Go, go, go. What are you digging for? Please, just let us go. Be quiet. Did you lock the front doors, like I told you? No, I'm guarding the people. You lock the doors. We just need to wire the detonator and place the bomb. We'll be in the vault in a minute. They're gonna blow through the wall into the bank. I think the wire goes this way. You're wrong. I have to tell Dash. What are you doing? Don't attach that. Ah! Boom! Look out! It's gonna hit us. No! Dum! What? Nothing hit us? It's a miracle. What was that? They should have gotten creamed by those rocks. Yes! Way to go, Violet. The bomb was in the wrong place, and you broke the detonator. Oh, we brought spares. We'll do it again. You almost killed me, man. Hey, toss down the back of extra detonators. And stop whining and hurry up. Dash, where are you? Violet, look. Nice work. But, yeah, now what? Wait, the ladder. Yes, let me get the guard first. Where'd you put the other detonators? In the bag. What is wrong with you? Nothing. I just... Oh. Okay, something is very wrong with me. What is going on? Who knows? But it's bad for them. So, it's good for us? Oof.
Oh, it's just looking horrendous.
Ah! Ooh, I just fell and you're hitting me? Get up! Clearly, I have to do everything myself. I'll get the detonators and wait, where is the ladder? Are we stuck down here?
God.
Yes, Gerald, we are stuck down here. Don't use my name. What does it matter now, Gerald? Now, we just have to get out of here before... Oh no, the groceries. Remembering stuff, girl, strikes again. Don't worry, I got this. Vroom. Is that a car? Vroom. Someone's on the loading dock. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no, it's the getaway car. I'm going. Ah, Violet's gonna kill me. Vroom. What happened back there? Look out! I see it! Phew. Screech! Back up! Go the other way! Oh man! Dash! I'll get help! Faster! I'm driving backwards! This is as fast as I can go! That's your problem. What? I didn't say anything. Hey, officers, would you say that was suspicious? Would I ever? Do you see another option? We didn't get the money, but at least we can. Oop. At least we can what, sir? Why don't you put your hands up and we'll talk about it? Hello, officer. I was just hands up. You too, man. Nice one, Violet. All good? All good. We've got to go, or we'll be late. Come on, Violet. Doing great. Push. Look, it's the driveway. You're almost there. See? I knew you could do it. Right on time. I told you we wouldn't get yanked. Remembering stuff, girl. Saving the...
I just ended abruptly.
Incredibles 2. Heroes at Home. Mystery Messes. Okay, this little one is ready for bed. Ah, yeah! Oof, look at these dishes. We'll do those next. Yeah, then bedtime for everyone. They look even more tired today. Yeah, Mom's new job is a lot for them.
Yeah, I'll do.
And she's leaving again in the morning.
I can't give it up.
Maybe
on
we
this
should
one.
help more tonight. Bet I can clean my side of the table faster than you. Of course you can, you. Aw, look at him. Out like a light. Hey, leave some for me. Good night, buddy. Sweet dreams. Violet, Dash! What a nice surprise. Violet helps a little. Abba, baba, hey! Oh. Minor fire detected. Sprinklers on. No fire detected. Sprinklers off. What was that? Hey, Violet? Way to mess up the whole bathroom. What? You know cleaning is more than just making everything wet, right? What? Kids, everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. I'll clean it up this time. I don't even... Just be more careful. We don't want to stress Mom and Dad out.
So bad.
Okay.
Every time I look at it, it's like,
Yes.
yeah, there's nothing much I can do to change that.
I don't even know
Oh dear.
why I try to understand sometimes.
I'm just gonna show you what think of that, and that's what we're left with. A really
When would I
horrendous
have time to
picture
mess up
drawn
the
by me,
bathroom?
but now it's digital.
Whoa! Not all of us have super speed, Dash. As you love to remind us whenever. Cast. Dash! What? You went through my stuff? Why would you go through my stuff? I didn't. You probably had a fashion emergency and forgot about it. I did what? What's going on up there, kids? Nothing, Dad. I cleaned up your mess. This one's on you. My other mess? bathroom. You forgot? That too? I didn't forget anything, Dash. Shh. Mom and Dad are gonna hear. Great. Now my sister is losing it. Did she use a force field to push the bed over? When did she have time? Wait, is she in here right now? Are you in here right now? Are you talking to me? Stay right there. How did you get in my room so fast? How did I get in your room? I can't believe. Pop, 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 pop. Good job. You almost woke up Jack Jack. It's not my fault that you... Ah! It doesn't matter. The important thing is we keep the house calm. Right? Right. At least, check.
Oh, again, that ended abruptly. I think the dude that's making these recordings is not quite there with it.
The Incredibles 2.
Another one.
Crisis in Midlife. Part 1. Longtime viewers may remember the historic day Mr. Incredible dedicated our nation's first Swordfish-class nuclear submarine at Munisipburg Naval Base. But what began as a celebration nearly turned into a deadly disaster. As a section of scaffolding gave away, sending the massive vessel tumbling toward helpless onlookers. They ran for their lives, but there was no time. Surely, nothing could save them now. Until someone did. In what is still remembered as his greatest feat of strength, Mr. Incredible held up the colossal submarine until everyone got to safety. Then he lowered it carefully to the ground so the priceless vessel wouldn't sustain any damage. Truly memorable moment. If you're old enough to remember it. I was, and today, in recognition of that legendary deed, Mr. Incredible has been invited back to dedicate a brand new Sunfish-class submarine. Does it feel like old times, Mr. I? Well, Brenda, it's really all about our brave men and women who serve on these submarines. Anything I might have done, no matter how impressive, is beside the point. So without further ado, it is my honor to dedicate this submarine with a ceremonial bottle of champagne. Champagne? Bah! True champagne is produced in La Belle France. The obscenity was made in California. And also because I am being well paid to sabotage the submarine, of course. You must all die. Not on my watch. Bon voyage. Web. You missed one. It's heading for... Boom. It's falling. Run. There's no time. Think again, citizen. You'll have all the time you need. After all, I've done this before. You might say, I perfected it. Did they build this one heavier? On second thought, citizens. Run! Boom! 10 minutes later, Looks like you put on a little weight. Stow the jokes and get me out of here, Frozon. My suit's riding up in a really uncomfortable way, and it's stuck there. I'm trying, man. This thing's heavy. I'd noticed anybody catch Bon Voyage? Nah, he got away, but we'll find him. Typical of his diabolic escapade plans. He knew I'd catch the sub and save those people instead of chasing him. He must also have known this model's heavier than the last one. Actually, the Sunfish class submarines are 3 tons lighter than the Swordfish class. That's why we gave them more slimming name. A startling revelation, Mr. Incredible. Why couldn't you replicate your famous feat? Has age finally caught up with you? Age? That's ridiculous. I'm in the prime of my life. It's really lighter? Take it from an expert. There's a lot of variables in a situation like this. The angle, the terrain, wind conditions, torque, whatever that is. It's extremely technical. Y'all would just get confused if I continued. No further comment. My man's got hero stuff to do. Thank you and good night. Why couldn't I hold it? What's wrong with me? Hey, it ain't no thing. It's the ocean. There's water everywhere. You probably just slipped. Anyway, nobody's gonna notice. Come tomorrow, everybody will have forgotten about it. Under the sub, over the hill, is it time for Mr. Incredible to hang up the tides? National Supers Agency Medical Center. Hang it up? Are they kidding? There was water. I slipped. I know, honey. I just want to make sure you're not sick or something. Okay, if you need a doctor to tell you what I already know. You're fine, Mr. Farr. I told you. You're just getting older. See? I'm just getting older? It's perfectly natural. You can't expect to do everything you could in your prime. But I'm in my prime now. Of course you are, dear. Well, yes, in many ways. Just not, physically. The parvo. It's all over, Helen. I'm washed up. You're not washed up, Bob. Dash, no super speed at the table.
Okay, so it's time to color.
There's nothing sadder
Yay.
than an old hero
My favorite
who
part.
doesn't know when to quit.
Makes things look a little bit different.
You don't
better.
need to quit. Violet, backpack.
Add another layer, so go back to layer 1. Add another
You
layer.
don't
Around the
understand.
color.
Your powers still work fine. Well, talk to someone who's been there. Dash, jacket. How about Rick Dicker? He's worked with dozens of heroes. He must have seen situations like this before. Jack, diaper, not on your head. Rick, huh? The National Supers Agency. Bob, I know exactly how you feel. I'm not as young as I used to be myself. I can't do all the things I once did either. Although I've got some miles left in me yet. But how do you deal with that, knowing you're not the man you were? That it's all downhill from here. I may not be as physically impressive these days, but I've got something irreplaceable. Experience, wisdom. Wisdom I've shared with my son, Rick Jr. He just graduated the academy with honors. A real up-and-comer. Rick Juniors, all grown up? Now I really feel old. I look at him, and I know I've passed on my knowledge, my skills. He's my legacy, and that makes it all worth it. You don't say. The par home, later that day. Nice job cleaning your room, sis. But when mom sees it, she'll tell me to clean mine too. So it's easier to just mess yours up again. Hey, you clean that up again, or I'll. Kids, kids, what are you doing? This is wrong. Dash, if you're going to mess up a room, so someone else takes the blame, you have to get into the target's mind. Mess it up like they would. Huh? That makes sense. And Violet, invisibility's great for sneaking up on someone. But don't step in piles of clothes. They'll give away your footprints. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, Dad, you know a lot. Well, I have been doing this a long time. Can you teach us more stuff? Exactly what I had in mind. Family meeting. Kids, now that supers are legal again, you've done well in your budding hero careers. But experience is the difference between a good hero and a great one. So I'm going to train you to be the greatest supers ever. Really? Yes. Bob, maybe we should talk about this. Nothing too dangerous, honey. The focus will be on tactics, responsible power usage, team dynamics, the fundamentals. Please, Mom, it's a family bonding experience. And you always say how important it is to make sure we're using our powers responsibly. All right. If you all promise to behave, especially your father. I do want you to be the best heroes you can be, and spending time as a family is a good thing. I guess nothing can go too wrong. To be continued.
What? But to be continued. You turd. Well, all the stories I actually like that one.
The Incredibles 2. Bedtime story. Jack Jack, no, it's bedtime. We've talked about shape-shifting after dinner. It upsets your tummy, and then you spit up all over Daddy. Jack Jack, settle down, and Daddy will tell you a story of one of his many heroic deeds. How about that? The most heroic. Daddy saved all the other heroes. Good boy. Okay, so back in the old days, there was this annual conference for all the supers in the business. We called it the summer crossover because we crossed over the Metroville Bridge to get to the Chaise Swank Hotel. We'd have seminars on subjects like super civilian balance, secret hideout feng shui, and escaping the death traps in your own mind. But this particular year, there was an uninvited guest of the evil variety. While all the heroes were assembled in the courtyard for the opening ceremony, a shadow loomed over the happy scene. The dastardly Baron von Ruthless. He was piloting a giant robot he'd built, and before anyone could react, he zapped all the supers with a power draining ray. Everyone, from the mighty Medaman to the inexperienced junior sidekick, suddenly found they'd lost their powers. They were helpless before Baron von Ruthless and his metal monstrosity. It looked like the era of heroes was over. But by a stroke of luck, the power draining ray had missed one attendee. Can you guess who? That's right, Jack, your old dad. Daddy summoned all his strength, hit the giant robot with one mighty punch, and boom, bash, clatter, it fell apart into 100 pieces. Baron von Ruthless was arrested, and the day was saved. Come on, that is the lamest made up story I ever heard. Seriously, Dad? Are you trying to raise Jack to be totally gullible? Dash! Violet, I'm hurt. You think I'm lying? What's not to believe? It's all way too convenient. Baron von Ruthless just happened to miss you with his ray? Just you? Out of all the heroes? And even with your powers, you took apart a giant robot that easily? Well, everything I said really happened, but there may be parts of it I left out. I knew it. Busted. Tell you what, if you kids think you're grown up enough for the real story, hop on up. But you might hear some things you can never unhear. What do you think? Could be a scam to trick us into some forced family bonding? Okay, this better be good. You know, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but it is. To be continued.
Oh, you turd. He did it again. Made me think, oh, we're getting to a good bit and to be continued.
The Incredibles. Family Matters. Chapter 1. Incredibles! You are strictly yesterday. Baboom! Daddy, what's happening to the tigers? Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Eat, eat. Baboom! A tomorrow where you and all the cavemen of Metroville will bow before the great and mighty Futuria and his dinosaur army. Cool. So much for a nice, relaxing day at the zoo. Okay, here's the plan. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Dash! That's not the... Violet, take Jack and keep him safe. I didn't give the plan yet. But Mom... No buts. Why am I always the babysitter? I am the only one who counts to 3 in this family, young man. These are so wicked cool. No, maybe. Bo, bo, bo. Can we take one home? No, your mother would kill us. They're innocent animals, kids. Try not to hurt them, all right? Easy for you to say. Eep!
Oh, but Urkel.
Humans! What a pathetic waste of carbon! It almost seems redundant to subject you to my devolution bombs. Almost. Futurion again. Thanks for ruining my day off. How many times do I have to keep knocking you back to the 24th century? Blah! Oh? Odd. Last time we met, that would have taken my head right off. You're losing your touch, caveman. It's time you faced extinction. Down dead. Plum.
He's reading it directly out of the book, by the way, guys. Giving another person another chance to appear on my channel. If you've got books or you like to read audiobooks, read books in an
Moments
audio
later.
form, then let me know.
It's
and,
okay, boy.
Appear on
It's
one of my
okay.
drawings.
Oh? That was so awesome. All right. We're gonna coral these dinos. We're gonna make sure Futurion is taken into custody, and then we are going to have. Don't say it. Don't say it. A family meeting. Ow. Bob, honey, don't strain. Do you need help? No, I'm fine. I'm just swell.
I was going to save it because that keeps flushing up.
So when we're in the field, I am the boss. Is that absolutely clear? Yes, sir. Every team needs a field commander. I am the one you look at. Lately, you've all been running around like headless chickens.
Make sure you save that as a critter document, as you will not be able to change it if you do need to
Listen
close
to
it.
your father, kids. That goes for you too, Helen. You've gotten as bad as them. Really? Some are born great. Some have greatness thrust upon them. I can't help that I got both. Kids, go change. Bob, come with me. What is it with you? All week you've been Mr. Bossy Pants. I'll have you know, Taserbeam and I once fought Mr. Bossy Pants. Don't try to change the subject. You're not yourself. I've never known you to be sick a day in your life. Are you under the weather? No, never been better. Really. Good. Because all kidding aside, we do look to you when we're in the field, huh? I can't imagine how we do what we do without you. Ding dong. Howdy, neighbors. We're sorry. You said today, right? Were you not expecting us? Jill, Jim, we just forgot. We were out running errands. Come in, come in. Bob, meet Sander and Bart. Kids, we have company.
Company.
Company? Now? You weren't griping when she sent over all those cookies and cakes. How were they, by the way? I left some for you and the kids. I wish Behave. This is important. They're new to the neighborhood, and we need more friends. We have frozen civilian friends. Backyard for barbecue, everyone. God, where do they get the energy? Try tying an anchor around his waist. That's what I do with Dash. Ha, good one. I'm not kidding. I mean, yeah, good one. Hey, you a Meteors fan? Sure. Are those Skybox tickets? I have connections. You and me, if you're not doing anything next weekend. Wow, the season's completely sold out. Not now. I'm not, Jim. What can I say? You can tell me. Your daughter is as sweet as she seems. Because I suspect a certain someone has his eye on her. Exactly. Jim, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful... Dad! What? Where's the fire? It's
Oh,
Futurion.
damn, I put
He's
the
on television.
rest of this in.
So, they've got him under lock and key? City's safe? No, you missed it. You gotta look frame by frame. What am I looking for? His eyes. It's only for like a brilliant of a second. But they went blue and glowy, like his bombs. Whoa, nice spotting, champ. What do you think it means? Ordinarily, that's the sign that Futurion's mentally activating his devolution bombs. But we rounded them all up. Didn't we? Tell you what, nothing to worry about. In fact, I'm gonna go lie down. That's how not worried I am. Go play. But Dad, go. It's showtime. This is just like Futurion, though. Wait until all the zookeepers have gone home and then set off one last booby trap. Deet, deet. Deet, deet. Great.
I just love his sound effects.
Deet, deet,
Deep, deep. Yep, get it right. Get on with it.
deet. Deet,
He's reading page by page.
deet,
Deep,
deet, deet.
deep, deep.
Oh boy. Deet. Deet, 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 deet. Roar. Deet, 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 deet. Deet, 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 deet. Deet, 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 deet. Did someone call for Frozone?
After all the deets, I wanted another deet.
About time. I told you when you phoned. My suit was in the wash. Besides, I'm not used to being called in for backup on a moment's notice. Did you bring the fan with you?
Really smooth.
Not this time. I didn't want them to see. See what? Then I'm losing my superpowers.
You're going to continue on? No, that's just the end of that one
Incredible.
then.
Family Matters. Chapter 2. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, tell me everything. When did you first notice you were losing your... Shh, don't wake Helen. Especially don't wake Helen with that. She doesn't know. It's complicated. Also, I'm in enough trouble with her for ditching the cookout early. You fired up the new grill and you didn't invite me? We had neighbors over. They brought cake. The grill I gave you? Hey, can we stay on my problems, please? Fair enough. How long has this little power outage been going on? I first noticed it about 2 weeks ago. Do you remember the Silver Line commuter train? The 414? The one that nearly crashed into the station a couple weeks back? The brakes are out! The brakes are out!
He's flicking through pages. You'd think he'd gather.
That's the one.
You need something in there, mate. Maybe I'll comment
And
on this
then,
page.
last week, there was the whole falling crane thing. That could have gone better.
I'll flick over in a minute.
I've been getting weaker every day. Huh. You haven't breathed in any poison tranquility gas? It just makes me sneeze. Or been hit by chronal lightning? Tickles. I'm practically invulnerable. I've never felt anything like this. Like what? Like, like how cool it is to have a friend like Jim. Hey, a non-hero pal. He and his brood have a good time tonight? Oh, you mean after you bucked out and left me to host? I saved the city. I defused the last of Futurion's devolution bombs. Hey, get a thing out of my house. I'll put it in the trophy room. I'm sorry we woke you. Frozone was just leaving. Come by any time, sweetie. Take some cake home? What, cake? He didn't leave any. All right, mystery ailment. You know what you have to do? Drink plenty of fluids? No, man up. Don't say it. It's for your own good. When was the last time you had a checkup? How old is Dash? That's what I thought. Bob, you gotta call Doc Sunbright. No arguments. I'll drag you there myself, if I have to. But call him. Ah, I hate doctor's appointments. Honey, come to bed already. It's late. Sorry, my parents are such spazzes. Did you have a good time? I guess so. So, see you in class tomorrow? Guess so. Guess so. Guess so. The next day, the doctor will see you now. Doc, you in here? Say, ah, Zach, ah. What the? Stress test passed. How are you, Foley? Long time no see. You'll visit my cousin Edna to get a new uniform at the pop of a stitch. But me? I don't even get a holiday card. Open wide. Huh? That? Latest in viromechanical ultrahuman bioscanners. I'm the one and only doctor to the super spot. I have to stay on the cutting edge. Unless you'd rather be examined by some quack who'll charge you $100 to test your reflexes with a hammer to the knee? Well, no. That wouldn't do a guy like me much good. Precisely. So, Doc, what's the diagnosis? You're powerless. I knew that. Also, your blood pressure is a tad high. Go figure. I got nothing. No other symptoms. No alien viruses. No radiation levels. No DNA modifications. I'll run additional tests on your cell samples. But my best guess is that they are clean. I'll call if I find something. But I'm stumped. Paulette, you're not sick. In fact, you're ridiculously healthy. You're just not super anymore. And it's not just that he's acting strange, Jill. It's that he's assuming I won't notice. Does Jim ever do that? Everyone keeps little secrets, Helen. Do you suppose that Bob? Oh gosh, no. No, no. Maybe he's pouting because the kids and I got him on him for being bossy. I don't know. He's just had so much on his mind lately. Have a cookie. You're fresh. No, thanks. I'm a little too worried to be hungry. What's up, champ? You're mighty glum. It's work stuff. How about some one-on-one to clear your head? I can't. I'd clobber you. Oh, really? That sounds like a challenge. Wait, hey, you know what? I can play. It'll be fun. Dad, be careful. You bump him, you'll break him. It's all good, Dash. Watch your old man. And game. Con- Congratulations. You earned that one. You you kept it tight. You can move, pal. That was good acting, Dad. Sorry you had to throw it. I I didn't. I mean, man, it felt terrific to cut loose for a change. I just hope I made it look good. You guys will stay for dinner, right? We need to be going, actually, Mr. Carson. We have another thing. See? What are you talking about? Oh, right. Gotta run. Cloaking activated. Transformation engaged. Kids, get ready to suit up. I love this part. Officer, what's happening? A school bus got caught in a rock slide, and we don't know what to do. Here's an idea. Get the kids off the bus. No way to. See that ginormous boulder? It's teetering. The slightest vibration, one footstep, could bring it right down on top of them. Good thing we brought a strong man along then. One airlift, coming up. Helen, wait. I'll watch Jack Jack. Jack Jack's asleep in the fan. Hold the boulder in place while the kids and I handle evac. Oh boy. Okay, you can do this. You can do this. Timing's critical here, kids. So when I say move, you hustle. You can do this. Everything's gonna be alright, guys. Move quickly but quietly. Okay? Tiptoe. Oops. Oh. Oh no. Ah. Violet. Force field. Now. Against that? It's too big. Whoosh. Oh. Wicked ramp, Violet. Wow. Lose your footing? I I wasn't strong enough. And it's been that way for a while. I went to see Doc Sunbright, and he doesn't have any answers either. I'm powerless. And you didn't say anything to us? To me? I couldn't. Honey, we love you, and we'll do everything we can to fix this. Did you get the secret from your team that endangered everybody? Worse, and we just saw it happen. Until you're super again, you're a liability in the field. I hate to say it, Bob, but until we can sort this out, you're grounded.
Qua, you go. We're getting there with the colours. Got a bit of ball there as well. Gonna keep going really, but nothing much else to do other than to keep going.
Family Matters. Chapter 3. Ew! That's disgusting. Ow! Dude, your sister and my brother are swapping spit. Ow! The horror. I can barely watch. Watch what? Mom,
Dash, Bart, off the roof. Now, please. What's so important over at Bart's house that you have to spy on it? Nothing, Mom. Can I sleep over, Mrs. Bart? Not tonight, sweetheart. Scoot on home. And if Violet's there, send her back. She's not answering her phone. What is that girl up to? Bob, have you seen our daughter? Strike that. New question. Are you still moping? No, I'm investigating. I got to thinking. Maybe this is a plot of some sort. Maybe one of my old arch enemies is behind this, Helen. What if one of them took away my superpowers? Syndrome? The 12 Gun Kid? Radio X? Name another superhero with a meaner rogues gallery than mine. I had arch villains too, you know. Who? Organa? Criminal Mistress? Chemistry? Please. She was dangerous. My high school finals were scarier. Now, Rezzorilla, he was a threat. Look at the arms on that guy. Problem is, every one of these guys is in prison or otherwise accounted for. Plus, most of my bad guys were more direct than Jack, no! Is this Futurion's devolution bomb? Can't I ask you to get rid of this? It's the active. What did I say about keeping super weapons in the house? It's just a trophy now. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I realize it's hard, but until we get this mess sorted out, maybe you need to stop thinking like a superhero and. Mom! Dad! Dash! What on. Monsters! Two creatures appeared out of nowhere to terrorize Free Pines Mall. We're live on the scene. All right, everyone. We have a city to save. Let's go. What? No way. No powers, no action. You are grounded. I can be useful. Yes, you can. Take Jack. And remember, there's laundry. Hi, Mom. Sorry I'm late. Kids, let's move. Change in the car. Hurry. And so, Rampage continues at Three Pines Mall. Authorities have no explanation as to creatures' origins or motivation. Awaiting the arrival of the mighty Incredibles and their legendary leader, Mr. Incredible. Police response to the threat has been ineffective. And wait! Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. The Incredibles have arrived. About time. Okay, kids, be careful. But whatever they are, hit them hard. And don't be afraid. We still outnumber them. Cannonball! Oh, unsure where these additional creatures have come from. Isn't it obvious? Every time they're hit, they divide. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Dog! Ring, ring. Honey, tell the kids to. Not now, Bob. Move. Ding dong. What now? Jill. Hello, Bob. Jim took the boys to a ball game, so I thought I'd stop by. Busy? Actually, yeah, sorry. Cookies. Thanks. You're welcome. Slam. Ellen, look out. Violet, Bob, and the weave. There you go. Ha, psych. Mom, they're splitting again. How do we beat these guys? Got it. Hello? Honey, this is not a good time. Yes, I'm trying to control the kids, but they're all over the place. They're used to your voice in the field, not mine. Yes, the monsters do get smaller as they split. I'd noticed. Thanks. Gotta go. Smaller. Hey, I bet if we... Kids, I have a plan. Yes, that's the way. Okay, ready? On my cue. Now. Miss me, miss me, miss me. That a boy. Punch from the hips. Yeah. Perfect. You've got them hitting each other. Now, Violet. Mom, it worked. Just like you said. They're all bottled up and at the mercy of the great and powerful Dash. Gloating is for villains, Dash. Sorry. Let's get your dad on the phone. I'm sure he's dying to know how this all turned out. Coming to you live from the site of The Incredibles' latest victory. Now, no one knows as yet what these monsters were or where they came from. But the real question is, where is Mr. Incredible? What earth-shattering menace is so dire that it keeps him from the side of his crime-fighting family? Sheesh. No, not you, Helen. Jack's pants. Yes, I saw. You guys were terrific. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Those monsters were like yeast, or something the way they defied it, but kept going. No, just hand them over to the Metro Police. They'll put them in science lockup for study. Jack, he's been great. No trouble at all. I know. Usually, when he gets restless, he turns into fire or iron or whatever. But he's been really well behaved. In fact, I don't think he used his powers once, all day long. Not one single. Call you back. Testing in 3, 2, 1. Kazak! Holy guacamole! Test over, test over. Isolate the specimen. Well, Doc, you were absolutely right, Bob. The problem was right there, all along. It's what you've been eating. There's some sort of power damping allergen baked right into it. Incredibly sophisticated. Nothing I would have tested for. I've never seen anything like it. Where did it come from? Jill! No permanent damage. With analysis, I can concoct an antidote, but I'll need blood samples. No time. This isn't about me, Doc. It was never about me. It's about Helen.
The Incredibles. Family Matters. Chapter 4. Helen! Kids! Oh no! I'm too late! They've been attacked! That's why Helen wouldn't answer her phone. But there's no sign of a fight outside. Where'd they? Thump, thump. Boom! Bob? Bob? Get out of here! These things are spitting acid and gas and shape-shifting, and you and Jack are in the way. Whoa! Boom! Helen, I was wrong. I thought this was an ambush on me, but you were the target all along. What are you talking about? Scratch that. Call me with an answer from someplace safe. Go! No one's going anywhere, neighbor. Not until Organa, mistress of chemical malice, enjoys her long-awaited final revenge against her arch-nemesis, Mrs. Incredible. Jill? Jill Carson? You're Organa? But we haven't fought in years, Helen. Not since you were a single young crime fighter on the town, making my life miserable, putting me behind bars, never once slaked my thirst for vengeance. After my parole, I invented a chemical formula to negate superpowers, then spent a fortune tracking down your secret identity. The trick was to come at you from a direction you'd never expect. As your new neighbor, my plan was to slowly weaken you and your family by baking my power allergens into innocent-looking cakes and cookies. Then attack you in a powerless state. But someone hogged all the food I'd sent over, leaving me no choice but to concoct a
more direct approach. These monsters are yours? Jill, for God's sake, my kids are in there. Helen's your friend now. Call this off. Ha! At this point, I couldn't if I wanted to. My drones are simple creatures. Walking chemical composites I cooked up, programmed with only one objective: to destroy this house and the Parr family with it. Mom? Mom, the game ended early. Why are you wearing that weird costume? What are you doing? Dash, dude, is that you? Violet? Oh gosh. Not our fault, Dad. Not our fault. Doom! Your family doesn't know you're a supervillain? What? No, I never wanted them to see me like this. I Ah, Mom, Dad, Mom's knocked out. They've got her. Do something. No, leave my family alone. I order you. I It's not working. Xander, I I I don't have powers. I can't. You got it, Dad. You're our leader. Yeah, I've got it. Violet, give Jack Jack cover. Dash, here's what you need to do. Look in my den for. Let him go, please. It's showtime. Arrgh. Clunk. One of my devolution bombs? Here? But how? Arrgh. Come on! Come on! Ah! Violet! This way! No matter where you come from, I see someone's tampered with you. Old friends, but with some adjustments. There, reactivated. In moments, it will detonate, and my pathetic jailers will rue the day they apprehended the dreaded Futuri deep 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 psych on. Ah, deep 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 deep. Everybody, to the kitchen! Hurry! Wham! Deep 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 deep. Violet, be ready with a force field. Jim, help me pull down more clover. Jill, over here. I I can't. I'm so ashamed. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Dee 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 dee. Click. Jill! No time. Duck. Boom. It worked. They're devolving into their chemical ingredients. Take that, Jill. Jill? Where'd you go? Huh? weeks later. Skink. And that should do it. Hold it. We could have gotten actual contractors to rebuild the living room, you know? And tell them what, exactly? That a supervillain attacked the nice, normal, everyday Par family? Besides, I can use the exercise. Doc Sunbright says Jack and I are perfectly fine again. And it feels great to be back to my old self. Ding dong! Afternoon, Mrs. Parr. Doing a little remodeling? We took down a wall. Have a nice day. Dash, honey, you got a letter. A letter? Is that like an email? I feel old. Who's it from, Dash? Bart! Well, read it to us. Dash, how are you? I am fine. Or as fine as anyone can be, a skillion miles from civilization. No internet, no cable TV, no nothing. Dad says we have to live away from it all for a while, so nobody asks too many questions about Mom. We were afraid we were gonna have to put her in a zoo at first, but she's still pretty smart. She's trying to make all this up to us by still doing as much mom stuff as she can. Turns out she's still a great cook. No more driving us to school though. Well, that's that's great news. Bart was my best friend. I wish he was still here. I know, Champ. It's not fair. But that's what happens when a family keeps big secrets from each other. The way they did. Things get messed up. If you can't trust your family, who can you trust? Yes, I realize this applies to me. I'm learning. Okay, good. Sudbright says he's working on a cure for Jill. So what happens someday if she's turned back? Are we okay with having a former supervillain at large who knows our secret identities? Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Nobody's happy with the way this whole situation turned out, Helen. Poor Violet, most of all. Peter? Hi. Hi. Where are you? I didn't think you had a cell signal out there. Don't. Had to find one. Wasn't easy, but you're worth it. I'm worth it. Night, V. Miss you.
I'm getting there with the colouring.
The
I'm
Incredibles
not
2,
sure if I'll get
a
time to do
relaxing
shading,
day
but
at the
we'll very
park.
much try.
At a
As I'm
park
trying to do
near
one
the
picture
park's new
in one
home.
day.
After a long night. Here we go, Jack. Just what you need. A nice, relaxing park where you can play with other babies. You like other babies, right? Uh, yeah, it'll be great. You'll see. But, now, Go make some friends. Daddy's gonna rest here. Just a little tired from staying up all night. That's just homework. Zzz. Ahoo, ba, wah. Good. How do you do, kids? I want to be your friend. Wah. Boo. Blink. Yup. Dana, Dana. Stop. Boo. Boo. Jack, Jack, there you are. I closed my eyes for a second, and you crawled all the way over here? You gotta be more careful, buddy. Huh? Was that statue like that when we got here? Must be bad wiring. And at the children's playground. We won't be coming back here again. You could have been hurt. The end.
I just love how it's just the end. I can read no more. The end. Oh, that's brilliant.
City of Incredibles. The prologue. Helen, I'm home. Bob. Nah, I'm a knothead. You are a dreamboat. I spend all day at work feeling sorry for myself because I have to live a normal life. But normal life with you and this baby and the kids has made me happier than sleep. Ow. Oh.
I have to give up, guys.
Violet, drop your force field. But I
Never gonna
didn't
be anything
mean now.
other than something you wrote.
I meant to trap Dash. You shouldn't have.
I got a feeling I'm gonna come to the end of this one soon.
But he called me a freak. She is a freak. I know. But you don't have to remind me all the. Listen. Listen. There are no freaks in this family. People are what they do. And what we do is live awesome normal lives. Am I right? Am I? I guess. Now, no more roughhousing inside. We have a baby on the way, and we have to be careful. Speaking of which, this
Wow.
again? Can we talk later? Bob, this baby could come any day. I said, can we talk later? You said that hours ago. The only doctor who can treat supers is Doc Sunbright, and his clinic is a half-hour drive. We can't be wasting time. We need to rehearse. We've already had 2 kids. I know what to do. I'd like it to go smoothly, for once. Helen, I've beaten Dr. Volcano and his whole blamed lava society. Twice, underground and once on the moon. What does that have to do with anything? It means I know how to act in a crisis. Don't treat me like it's time.
Okay, so we're almost pretty
Time?
much there.
Time? It's time.
I'm getting fed up with it.
Did you pack a bag? I'll get it. Do we have other kids? I'll get them. You start the car. Where's the car? In the garage. In the garage? In the garage. So, you don't need a rehearsal? You know how to act in a crisis? Well, if this was a fake rehearsal, which is what I believe you're saying, then you were less than truthful with me. To prove my point, which I did, we do need to rehearse this. Control the situation. That's always your advice. Right, Bob? Am I right? Yeah, you're right. Ah! Well, you don't have to gloat. It's time. Shh. Not now, Helen. We just went through all that. And I'm tired and... Bob, it's really, really, really time. Ah! Doc Sunbright speaking. Bubbly. It's time, it's time. We're on our way. It's time. Who is this? I'm him, with the wife who's expecting. Calm down, Bob. Could you be more specific? Him with the wife who's expecting and can stretch. Oh, I gotta tell you, Bubbly, this is not the best time. Best? It's the time. Right, all right, come. Just be ready for complications. He sounded all weird. You should know. What did it mean? Complications? Were you warning someone? I gotta deliver a baby, Mr. Pixel. Complications. They happen. You've got a man with a pregnant wife coming over now? Call them back and tell them to wait. Tell the baby to wait. Or maybe you should do whatever it is you came for and clear out. Fine. Give us the alien virus and we're gone. Who asked me to give them an alien virus? Usually it's, Doc, I got a virus. Take it away. Give it to us. Forget it, Tronosaurus. We won't get anything out of this wacko. It'll be quicker to search for it. Oh, and doctor, do answer this. Is the baby's mom or dad by any chance a super? So many patients. I lose track. Sure you do. Well, this complicates matters. Depending on who it is, we may well need reinforcements. Time to assemble the Confederacy of Crime. Are we there yet? Almost. Soon. Soon we'll almost be there. But it's taking forever. Tell me about it. This stupid junky car is so slow. Thank you all for coming. Time is of the essence, so listen carefully. need to rip this place apart until you find the virus canister that I briefed you about. The one that landed in that meteor shower a few months back. With it, we can blackmail Washington. And I wish I didn't have to say this, but whatever you do, don't open it. Shifty, you'll shapeshift into a police officer and guard the front. Check. Nobody gets in, and buzz me right away if anyone tries. Check. The rest of you, the hunt is on.
Can't put it in the right place.
Hey, Speedy McGee, move it out. Clinic's closed. But I called ahead. My wife, she's having a baby. She can have it somewhere else. This place is off limits while we investigate possible illegal super activity. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Honey, it's okay. Let's go. You saw? Yep, there's a space. Pull over. What's going on? The policeman's a super. A bad one, named Shifty. How do you know? Because no matter who he turns into, Shifty can never lose that mole on his nose. Plus, a real officer would have gotten us an escort to a hospital. So, what do we do now? We put these on. Bob, why do you have ski masks? Skiing, for when we go skiing. We have never in our lives been skiing. Tell me you're not heroing. Honey, we've got to get you to Sunbright. It's for the baby. Wait. We have no idea what we're blindly barging into. But this is an emergency. Violet, turn invisible. Please. Then take a look inside and come back immediately. Understand? Gotcha. Let me go too. I'll run so fast they can't see me. Champ, I don't think that's a good... Is there any other place we can take you? A regular hospital? We've discussed this. As supers, Sunbrights are only safe option. We're running out of places to look. Where could we have hidden it? Hand over the virus, breeder, or Captain Mummy will make you wish you had. Virus, Schmirus? You leave him alone. Ah, nice to see you. Bubbly. Mom, Dad, Dash is visible. Hey, I don't know you. But I know you. Whoa, lot of villains. Have a seat, okay? I don't know what's going on here, so let me just go rescue the dog and bring him right to you. Yeah, that would be good. Control the situation, right? Do you want water or just get him? It's showtime. Coming through. Out of my way. One side. Hey, I found it. I found the virus. Bubbly. Don't let them take it. We don't even know what it does. Got it. Hey, son, no, that stuff too dangerous. Hand it over to your sister. She can force field it. Catch. Batter up. Clang. I got it. No, I've got it. Watch out. If it breaks, we're all losers. Not just you two. Don't touch that. Nice save, Bobby. But that's full of nasty stuff. Canister or no canister, it should not be anywhere near an expectant mother. Come on, let them do their crazy fighting. We'll go bring a life into the world. Son, get the dog and your mom to safety. Fast. Yes, sir. Now, where's my daughter? Yikes. Okay, kiddo, we can't let these creeps get anywhere near your mother or the virus. So here's what I want you to do. Whoa, what is this? A force field, apparently generated by the female child. And it seems we're not alone in here. You! Are you crazy? You deliberately trapped yourself with us? What are you thinking? I'm thinking. We should do this every Friday. Hello. 20 minutes later. Control the situation. Phew. Bob, say hello to your son, John Jackson Parr. How is he? How are you? Everybody's fine, especially baby brother. Fingers and toes are all accounted for. No superness? Not yet. Anyway. He's beautiful, healthy, and perfectly normal. Normal? You heard that, kids? That makes Jack Jack a par. True and true. We're all going to be just fine. Nah, I'm a nodhead. You are a dreamboat. City of Incredibles, Chapter 1. Two! I don't know how I let you talk me into this, Bob, Helen, honey. Hey, Dad, you've got to see the stores. Are huge. They have everything. Come on, take a look. Jack Jack is sick. He should be at home, resting. I already told you. Dad, why aren't you looking? They have a mega sports store. A mega store just for sports. They have football and basketball and baseball. Just come, take a look. We're closer to Doc Sunbright's this way. Once he's got Jack Jack's test results, we can be there in less than 10 minutes. Achoo! But how can he be sick? Our children are never sick. We're never sick. It just doesn't happen. Why are you all just standing here? I've already seen it all. This is boring. I want to go home. Stop worrying. Everything will be rumble. Trouble. No one's looking our way. Kids, ready? Okay. Right. Bob, it's showtime. Violet, keep Jack Jack. What? No, you always do this to me, Mom. No, Violet. It's not fair, Mom. He's your son. Why don't you watch him? Because I can't generate protective force fields. Huh? Phew! Minions, today is a day you shall long treasure in your simple human memories. The day when nature fought back against urban decay and gross consumerism. The day when I, the Ungorilla, conquered Earth. Who dares strike the Ungorilla? You interrupted a family discussion. Boom. Meanwhile, this is so stupid. Why do I always have to be the one to... Boom! Ah! Jack Jack. Crash! You foolish sapien. I am the Ungorilla. I possess the speed and strength of a very strong gorilla. How can you possibly defeat me? What are you from? Out of town? Do something. I can't hold this. Just knock him out. Bam! Punch! Karate chop! Ah! Oof. Oh man, this is no place for a baby. Achoo! Ahem! Baby germs. Ah!
He's reading it directly.
Ah!
Not even trying.
Ah,
Oh, I love it.
This is not better.
No, kind of me.
Wait a
Wish I should
minute.
listen to Comic Historian now.
Aha! Superpowered baby germs. Come on, baby. Bzzt, bzzt. You totally gotta meet again. They're gonna love you. Soon. You know, I really don't think he knew who I was. And I was like, bam, pow. Did you see that, Dad? Violet? Mom? Violet? Honey, where's Jack Jack? I tried. I'm sorry. Violet? Where is he? I lost him. Later. Gotta find Jack Jack. Gotta find Jack Jack. Error, error, error. The secret laboratory of Dr. Sunbright. I didn't find him. I can't even get a signal with this piece of junk. It's my fault. That's stupid. But we were in a mall, falling from the sky, filled with bad guys. It's not your fault. Meanwhile, in Dr. Sunbright's office, it's all my fault. Stop that, Helen. Dr. Sunbright, you were saying. Yes, Hable. Remember when Jack Jack was born? How Helen was accidentally exposed to a canister holding a top secret alien virus? We were lucky. You have a natural immunity, and your system is capable of producing the proper antibodies. This is not the case with your son. My theory is that the virus has lain dormant in him all these months, mutating and adapting to Jack Jack's biological code. What does that mean? Explain your concerns, Agent Digger. Bob, I'm sorry. I've been your government liaison for years. You know I'm your friend, but your son is now a threat. What? He's just a baby. How is he? I know, but judging from the samples we were able to pick up at the site, he's already begun shedding the viral cells at an alarming rate. Just tell me what's wrong with my son. He's a plague carrier, Bob. A superpower plague carrier. In this scenario, the virus duplicates the powers of the host, amplifies them, and transmits them. Your son is safe from the virus anyway, but everyone else in the world is at risk. We've been discussing the possibility of a containment device, one that will leech off the extra energy from Jack Jack. Yes, I have begun construction based off your schematics, surprisingly sophisticated for the government. Now, all we have to do is find him. Are you positive you don't know where he is? If I knew where he was, do you really think I'd be here? He's wearing a tracking device, but so far, we haven't been able to get a... Ooh, it's working! Sunbright, a quick word if you don't mind. Meanwhile, Jigglyga? Who's an awesome baby? You are. Yes, you. Larry, are you sure you should be doing that? Sure, babies love this stuff. Trust me, I raised 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I know babies. I kinda meant the fact that you're on fire. I don't think you're supposed to handle babies when you're on fire. Nah, I got it under control. These powers are a cakewalk. Hey, Larry, it's time. Come on, little power baby. This is gonna be great. Henchmen of the world, friends and colleagues, meet the future. Woo. You all know me. I'm one of you, a simple henchman, a low-ranking foot soldier for the villainous elite. It doesn't matter who you work for, whether it be the Iron Gorilla, Skullface Fred, the Eyeball. In this room, as members of the Henchmen's Association of Treachery and Evil, we are all brothers. We are all equal. Now I ask you, how long have you toiled away unappreciated at the feet of your employers? How long have you struggled to survive as the first line of defense against the world of supers? Outside of this room, when was the last time you were treated as an equal? We are the backbone of supervillainy. We are the foundation of all that is evil.
No.
And do we receive due respect?
One thing you are is going away.
No.
And we are finished, guys. We've done every layer from the colouring to the background to the construction lines, which we started with, all from the picture from yesterday that you guys did vote for. All I can say is thank you very much for doing that. And I do apologise that I haven't recorded this like I normally do, but I have gone live today. So this will be available on Sunday for the reveal, as always. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you over on Instagram. Otherwise, click the links for more drawings and other gameplay. And I'll see you next time. Click the links that will appear. Otherwise, thanks for watching and goodbye.